We're gathered here together today to witness the union of Jason Kingsbury and Jan Hubble. We've gathered together today because Jan and Jason have asked us to be here, to serve as witnesses to their union, to honor their commitments to each other, and to celebrate with them. We are gathered here today as well because of love. Love which grows in so many ways. A parent for a child or grandchild, siblings, cousins, nieces, nephews, uncles, and aunts. Love grows over shared interests, cultivated through many years. Mountain biking, surfing, soccer. Sometimes love is sparked in other ways. Perhaps the chemistry shared in a look across the lobby of a Dunkin' Donuts. We're here to celebrate all of this love today. Love that all of you have given Jason and Jan throughout their lives, and the love that Jan and Jason have for each other. Finally, we're gathered together today to support their transition from individual members of a society to a single family unit. They're embarking on a journey, and we have a responsibility not only to see them off, but to support them as best we can in years to come. They say it takes a village to raise a child. I believe it also takes a community to raise a family. And our community is not just those who've traveled from near and far to be with us today in this lovely setting, but our community also extends back in time and forward into the future. We'd like to take a moment now and remember those who are unable to join us today. The grandparents of Jan and Jay who passed on, and also Grandma Dodge who was unable to make the trip today. Thank you. Community is such an important feature in Jay and Jan's life. It's unimaginable to celebrate this sort of event without all of you, just as it's unimaginable for them to go through their lives without the support of their community. You have an important role today, honored guests. As family and friends, you are the ones who've taught Jan and Jay so many of the important lessons they will use to make their shared home a sacred and meaningful space for the rest of their lives. You've shown them the blessings that come through loving you, and by extension, loving one another. Having planted the seed of love in them, you are now gathered to support them as they embark on the next stage of their voyage of discovery, this time as husband and wife. And they will need your support. Jan and Jay's journey isn't just a metaphorical one. We know they're preparing to live full-time in California, and they won't be able to take you with them. So, they've adapted the modern tradition of the ring warming. In just a moment, we'll be passing their wedding rings through the gathered community, and you're invited to touch each ring and silently share brief thoughts of goodwill and support for Jay and Jan. These rings signify their commitment to each other, and it means so much to have your words of encouragement attached to these rings. They would not be together today without your support. As you all know, Jan and Jay met over a shared passion for outdoor activities. Jan is so deeply connected to the woods and the trees, while Jason has been known to drive 2 hours at 4 in the morning just to spend a little time on the ocean. As we pass these rings around, you'll see that they're fitted onto a piece of driftwood that the couple found on the beach, a perfect blend of water and trees. So, the rings will just pass down the row, and when they get to that back row, you just pass them across. Don't linger over long on the rings. They will be needing it. Your good wishes, though, are not all that Jay and Jan request of you. They will need much more of you in years to come. As family and friends, you form the community of support that surrounds Jay and Jan. Each of you, by your presence here today, is being called upon to uphold them in honoring and loving each other. They will need your wisdom in confusing moments, your support in tough times, your laughter in low moments, your shared joy in happy times, and your respect always. This moment marks an important transition. Regardless of our relationship to Jan or Jay, we will now be in relationship with a new and distinct unit, Jan and Jay. While change can seem scary, I hope we will think of this as an opportunity. Do we not have an infinite capacity to love? Let us then expand our love to include this new unit as well as both individual